Okay, today we've got the Honda 25 horse, 4-stroke ultra low emissions. We got that on today. We got the steering cable all hooked up and greased. We've got the two cables for running the engine with the forward and reverse and the carburetor. And we got the linkage all set over here. We had to move this to the outer one here instead of the inner one. We changed out this this fitting on the end so that it fits on the Honda, and we ran the wires in. And I'll give you a little overview. We're charging the battery right now, and there we are. Look at that. I'm going to show you something. This is a handy little feature on this motor. Look at that. Up she goes. It's got the power tilt. Very, very nice feature. And we turn around and got this controller put on today. This goes with it. And everything seems to be working fine there. This particular controller has connections down here that hooks in really nice. These are the cables that run to the forward and reverse on the inside the engine. And I'll bring you down here in the engine bay a little bit. And this is the excess cable here. I got that coiled up, and I got the big zip ties on there, and I got it secured to the back of the boat. And there's your power cord coming in. You got your negative here, you got your positive here, and of course this is the fish finder and stuff is still hooked up on there, and the bilge pump. And of course that end I didn't touch. That was on the tank by itself. That one was already good. But that's where the opening is. It goes right out there. I mean, overall total hours, I think I got maybe 2.5 hours in doing what I did. You can see it's a brand new boat, but the engine that was on it was a little underrated. And there's your controller there. Forward, neutral, reverse. Okay, there's that. And then this is your high idle here. As you see, everything's working good. It is the Paddle King, I'll tell you that. It is a nice boat. And I know you people want to see this entire boat, so I'm going to do a little walk around. We're going to do a walk around. It's got the really nice canopy. It's a beautiful day here in upstate New York, by the way. It's really well put together. I think the boat is quite nice, and don't mind the ladder. It's got the nice Baron buddies on the trailer. It's really, really sharp. I mean, this is a nice little unit right there. I mean, it's not oversized by any means, so you don't have to trudge through the water with some big monster of a boat that you're trying to get in and out every time. You see the trailer's well built. It's got the nice ladder. Okay. And here's the other side of the boat here. It's a low-profile cruiser is what it is, and it says right here on the side. I'll tell you right now, it is a cruiser. And we just are biting and chomping at the bit to get this on the water to see how that 25 horse does. Let's go back here and let's take a look at this engine again. I mean, just take a look at that, how that blends in with that boat. You want to talk about a nice setup. I mean, a man could do anything he wants with a boat like this. He could go fishing, he could just go cruising, he could take the family out just to, you know, get away from the being stuck in the house with this darn virus. You know, I mean, you could get out and just enjoy your day, you know, and just get away from everybody and social distance. How do I put it? The right way, you know, the way we are intended to social distance, not 6 feet, 60 feet. You know, I want to be 60 feet away from people right now. But anyway, we're not going to get into the politics of it, but look at that nice boat. And I'll tell you something now, the homeowner here, the customer, let's just call him a customer. Well, forget it. Let's scratch that. He's not really a customer. Everybody I work for, I try to make friends. You know, I'm part of my friends and family group if I work for you and do any kind of projects. I do it as if it was mine. But take a look at this. Now this is quite a nice little unit. I mean, who would not want a nice little anchor all motorized. Look at that. Who would not want that on your boat? And look at that, the insignia, the Paddle King. I'll tell you right now, it is a king of a boat too. And what I mean by that, quality, I would definitely buy one of these. And if I did buy one, I would put a Honda engine on mine too. They are really a nice setup. I mean, how can you really go wrong with a Honda? Really, let's be honest. Let's be totally honest. But he's got the Lawrence fish finder. Take a look at this. Oh, you know, he's got the cup holder. He's out cruising around. This guy here, him and his wife and his family, they can just put the cup holders up there. I mean, the rest of the boat, I'm not going to strip it down, but we're going to take it for a maiden voyage maybe tomorrow. I got invited along for the ride along. But I'll tell you what, you got the fire extinguisher right there. God forbid you ever need to use that, but he's got one. These seats flip right up and down real nice. I mean, how much more comfortable is that? But there we are. There's the fish finder. We got the nice controller here. He's got a really nice top for it. This bimini top, I mean, let me tell you something. You want to talk about staying out of the sun when it gets real hot and you got a nice cold drink with the ice just got the condensation all around your glass or your can of choice. You got that to keep the heavy sun rays off you. But there you go. That is the review on the Paddle King. And now listen, don't be fooled now. There's people out there at these boat yards that will charge you $1,000, $1,500 to swap an engine out. And they'll sit there and they'll tell you, oh, this is a very difficult deal. You don't understand how extensive this is and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. Here at the DIY school, we try to teach you, the viewer, how to do it yourself and save yourself a lot of money. Okay, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, is saving you money and not putting it in the corporation's pocket or the pocket of the guy that wants to take you for a ride. So if you have any questions on this install, and I am going to do, if we get out on the water with this, I am going to do a live DIY video for you, so you can actually see and, how do I put it, feel the environment out on the water with something this nice. But there you go. And I will show you, this is the old motor that was on it. Very nice running engine. Very strong engine. It just was underrated for this boat. But it's got the controls. It's got everything. I bagged and tagged everything, and it is good to go. So I think the homeowners got that listed. But there you go. The 25 horse Honda Ultra Low and the Paddle King Low Profile Cruiser. Get out there on the water. Remember, if you think you can do it, or even if you don't think you can do it, get off the couch, get out there and try. I mean, how will you know unless you try? You can do a boat change out, a motor. You can do it. All right, this is Bry from upstate New York. We are loving life right now.